Want some? He's like, I guess. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Josh Holter, owner and founder of the Bioactive. So here I am in my home state, Pennsylvania, and I'm at a wonderful little place called Living Treasures. We are about an hour away from Pittsburgh. It is a charming little town, and this place is kind of out, I don't want to say out in the middle of nowhere, but it is. And here, I have a 68-year-old sulcata tortoise. Now, a lot of people like to buy these little tortoises for $80. And this just gives you an example of how big we actually are. So now this guy, he's actually in his indoor enclosure. So about 5 months out of the year, because Pennsylvania can get pretty cold, he has to be inside. And that's where we replicate, give him heat and UVB as best as we can. And then during the warmer months, we get to live outside in a giant pen. So that way he has access to all his natural light, as well as just be able to do what sulcata tortoises like to do. He is about 300 pounds, and what's great about him is there's very minimal pyramiding. So, yeah, nom, nom, nom. So with this, sulcatas are really, have a really bad predisposition with how quickly they grow to have pyramiding, which is when their scutes and their shell doesn't grow appropriately. And it's a very bad condition for tortoises. But he has been taken care of by Tom for many, many years, which is the owner of Living Treasures. And I gotta tell you, this is probably one of the best things that I get to do, because I love tortoises. John, one day we'll have your tortoise video, but here's just a little bit of a thing for you. So what we're doing here at Living Treasures is we're actually redoing the entire Amazon, half of the Amazon room for them. So this is a new exhibit area that's still under construction. So the walls aren't done yet, the cages aren't done yet, a lot of the animals aren't here yet. Biodude's coming in here. We're getting all of their enclosures set up for them, getting them set up with bugs, and making sure that they have the ability to have really nice display enclosures while reinforcing the natural behavior of our critters. And of course, getting to see this guy right here. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. And again, make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. I'm really excited for this. Let me show you guys around Living Treasures, and then we're gonna get building. All right, guys, so we're actually outside. So Living Treasures is in Pennsylvania, about an hour or so away from Pittsburgh. And this is their outdoor area of the zoo, and I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of some of the great things that they're doing here. So in here we have a whole little troop of ringtail lemurs that actually just had babies. So one of the things that they have to deal with is coldness. So about 6 months out of the year, a lot of the animals have to go inside because it's Pennsylvania, it gets freaking cold. But they do a really good job at making sure that the outdoor enclosures for the primates and the mammals have a lot of heating elements to them. But these ringtail lemurs are one of the favorites here, and they're one of my favorites too, because they just had little babies. And then, hey dude, so this goose, I was warned about this guy. This guy likes to act like he's hurt. Gets all close, gets so nice, and likes to bite you. Hey dude. How you doing? Oh, yeah, I got you. I got your number. So, you know, the park just keeps going and going, but they also have a beautiful bonded pair of timberwolves here that they've had here for a while. Let me see if I can get them to come up and say hi. Now, these, they don't have a bunch of carnivores here. This is one of the carnivores that they do have. And of course, it takes a lot of special training and a lot of special type of enrichment when keeping wolves, because not only are they extremely intelligent, they need to have a lot of enrichment to make sure that they, you know, will thrive in captivity. Over here, what really piqued my brain, you guys know I love birds. So they have a pair of kookaburras over here. And, you know, I love the kookaburras because if you guys know their call, they have their little signature call, and they are carnivores. So they do like to eat mice, lizards, small rats. Honestly, anything that they can fit in their mouths, they will like to eat. And they have a lot of different special types of trees in here for them, and a lot of heated nest boxes as well to make sure that they can stay nice and warm during the winter. So, I mean, guys, I am blown away by this place. And Tom, the owner, let me tell you, he's a very special type of human being. He's really gone above and beyond to really provide a really great experience for families, but at the same time, like, he's always trying to set his bar higher. And, you know, you guys saw, you know, we're going to see the Amazon room. It is a work in progress. And Living Treasures recognizes, hey, this is what we can do better. This is how we can provide more enrichment for our animals. And when they called me to wanting to come out and do a gig for them to redo their room, I was ecstatic about it because they share that same passion for what Bldg likes to bring to the table. So then they have a beautiful reticulated python in here. Now, the next visit, when I come in probably end of Q1 2022, this will be the next exhibit that Bldg gets to do. A full reticulated python enclosure, and we're already getting started on culturing all the massive amounts of bugs we're going to need and other types of cleanup crews that are going to be necessary to handle a snake that large. But, you know, as you can see, we keep on going here. There are chickens and there are critters everywhere. So they have kangaroos, and their kangaroos actually just had babies. So something that I really, really like about this place, hey dude, hi, I would pet you, but I don't want to get bit. Can I pet you? Huh? Can I pet you? Oh, hi, oh yes, hello, say hello, I'm Bldg, what's your name? Yeah, what's your name? I know that you guys just had babies. I know that you guys just had babies. Is Mama gonna come over there and show us? No. Okay. So, their kangaroo exhibit, and again, it's all about the experience. Bringing people closer to having an appreciation for the animals that God has given us on our planet. And it also encourages for us to be more conscious environmentally, more conscious respectfully in regards that these are living animals and they need to be respected. And again, I love that. I love that persona here that Living Treasures has brought us. And this is a one-of-a-kind business. It really is. Oh, there's Mama. There's Mama with the little Joey hanging out of the pouch there. Oh, hey, dude. Hey, dude, I know. Are you going to box me? I've seen those YouTube videos of people getting the boxing fights with kangaroos, yes. Okay, awesome. So they have a little pond here, and these are all natural. There's some blue-winged teals, some Canadian geese, and some big beefy gooses, which I don't trust geese, dude. I know my limits with birds. So I also learned something yesterday. They're camels. So the #1 animal that kills zookeepers in the United States are elephants. Can anybody guess what #2 is? Camels. Why is that? Because camels are one of the few hooved animals that can kick to the side. And apparently that's a big problem when it comes to keeping zookeepers. So in here we have a black spider monkey. His name is Scotty. So he actually has belonged to the owner for a really long time, and Tom has a really special type of bond with him. So a lot of times Scotty's not even in his enclosure. Scotty's with the owner. So again, guys, I really can't emphasize the steps that Tom has taken to ensure that he's following all necessary things with the USDA, getting his proper certificates, making sure all his animals go to the vet every 6 months to a year, and making sure that his animals are being fed a varied, healthy diet. Because when you're keeping exotic animals like this, You just can't get them and feed them the same thing every day. You can't just put them in a wire pen and expect them to live. You have to give them enrichment. You have to make them feel like they're at home in the wild, and Living Treasures takes a lot of steps to do that. They're black and white ruffed lemurs. So you see the building in the back here? So each of these enclosures goes into the room that's cut in half. So half of this building in here belongs to the black and white ruffed lemur. So they have this giant enclosure here, plus they can go inside in the warmth if they desire. Yes, I'm talking about you, dude. I know you want food. I don't have anything. I don't have anything for you, dude. I know. And then over here we have some howler monkeys. So I saw these guys in Belize, and let me tell you, they are loud. And now they're not actually out right now. You can see the tube in the enclosure that takes them to point A to point B. So again, it just gives them options, and that's really, really important. So I'm going to keep on going here. We got another ring-tailed lemur. We actually have a pair in here. Now the male, his little stash right there, he looks very wise. He almost looks like a critter from Dr. Seuss. And you can hear the wolves crawling. We have 3 brown bears over here. So the brown bears, as you can see, these guys have a pretty large enclosure, and there's a whole nother section in that closed gate that goes into a big open area that the consumer doesn't see. So they're actually only out here in this pen for a couple hours a day, whereas the rest of their time they're in their big open area to give them a lot more space and enrichment. So all right, so let's go down over here. Hey guys. How we doing? It's good to see y'all. Hi. Yeah. Okay. I got nothing. I got nothing for y'all. I come in peace. So what I really wanted to show you guys is the birds of prey. So the head zookeeper here, her name is Sarah. She might appear in this video, I don't know. But Sarah has an extensive experience with bird of prey rehabilitation, as well as a lot of other expertises here. And we have a lot of rescue birds of prey here that I'm really excited to show you guys. So they're actually right down over here. So we'll just keep on going. And it's also Halloween 2021 at Living Treasures Animal Park. So again, they do a really good job at creating a family atmosphere. So we have some cavies over here. These guys just had babies. To me, they look like a cross between a rabbit and a guinea pig. They're cute. Okay. Oh, the goats! I'm going to the birds of prey, but I have to say hi to the goats. Hey, dude. Hi. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Scratches. We love scratches. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Like I said, guys, I love this place. I love what they've done. I love the steps that they've taken to create such an awesome experience. Looks like we got some alpacas over here with some piglets and some other stuff, but really what I want to show you is the birds of prey. So here we have a barn owl. So we got this little one right over here. So this owl, Sarah, told me that she was captive hatched from a rehabilitated female. So when she was hatched out here, not here, but at a zoo, they weren't comfortable reintroducing her into the wild because her entire life she was, you know, in captivity. So they weren't comfortable. So now she is living in facilities like this to make sure that we, you know, have a chance. And then here we have an eastern screech owl. Now we can see how little biddles we are. So what's really interesting about this little dude here, he actually, I believe Sarah said he had a broken wing, and he never recovered that wing. So after they got him healthy enough to survive, you know, they ended up keeping him here and letting him, you know, live out the rest of his life here since he wouldn't survive in the wild. And then we have a huge Pennsylvania staple. You guys know I'm from Pennsylvania. When I would go birding, I'd see these guys all the time. We have a red-tailed hawk. You can see this big boy right here. He's looking right at us. He is huge. So red-tailed hawks are another really amazing little critter. And I'm not sure of his story, but I know that he is also a rescue. That I want to say, did he? Nope. The great horned owl came from the Renaissance Festival. So, last but not least, we have the great horned owl. One of the most badass critters here. You can see him back there by the tree. Now, he got messed up, from my understanding. So first, he got rehabilitated at like a wildlife center. Then he went to the Renaissance Festival in Pittsburgh. And then when Tom went there, you know, he made a really good relationship with that nonprofit, with the falconers. And from there, he was able to, you know, to work out a deal when this great horned owl was no longer able to do these shows after rehabilitating from his wing and leg injury, that he now finished out his residence here at Living Treasures. But he doesn't fly correctly, and one of his feet is apparently, you know, disfigured or whatnot. So I don't know his entire story, but that's just what I remember Laura telling me yesterday. Again, I love the birds of prey. I think they're really cool, and it's a really good size enclosure, because a lot of times when you go to zoos, you see a lot of people keeping these birds of prey in a lot smaller of an enclosure. You know, so I dig it. So, you know, we're going to keep on going, and then we work our way back into the warmth. So y'all know I live in Texas. I'm from Pennsylvania, so I still got the cold-blooded aspect to me, but it got about 35 degrees yesterday night, and it was raining. So pretty cold, but, you know, we have the critters that are doing fine, obviously. All right. And we got the petting zoo area over here, where there is goats and donkeys and llamas, or alpacas, I apologize. Oh my goodness, look at this critter. I mean, dude, come here. Come here with those dreads. Come here. Bring those dreads over here. Bring it in. Bring it in. Come here. Come here. How can you see? How can you see, dude? Come here. Come here. Come here. He's like, I don't know you. I don't trust you. Oh. Those eyes, dude. Oh, oh. Hey, dude. He's like, I don't know. Christina, look at him with all the grass hanging out. Oh my God, it's so freaking awesome. Okay. So then, after you complete your outside journey, they have a whole inside section as well. So as you know, BioDude's redoing their in-progress Amazon exhibit room that has a lot of the different reptiles in it. But we are working on getting back into like the gift shop area, as well as a very, very small room where they have sloths and marmosets, which I'm going to show you guys. So I actually learned, so don't get too sidetracked here. So this is a peacock. This is a piebald peacock. So in the wild, it's not that this animal wouldn't survive. It's more along the lines of this male would have a really hard time finding a female, because his colors, while he's very unique to us, may not be as vibrant as a normal male that has normal plumage. So that's how, I think that's how they ended up, you know, finding their home here at Living Treasures. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'll leave you be. He's like, I've had enough. Aw, hey, dude. Okay. And then we started here with the ringtail lemurs, so then we go back in here. Okay, so then we enter the gift shop area, and I gotta say, this is really awesome. There's a lot of cool like stuff in here for kids, as well as like the swag for the Living Treasures store. And then we go right in here. So, as you can see, this is their initial Amazon room, and they're gonna be opening this up once Biodude's done with it. But in here, we have a common marmoset. So they have a little group of these guys, and they are a communal species, is what I was told. They like getting different types of vegetables and other things like that for enrichment. They give them lots of different types of toys, bird toys, dog toys, cat toys, as well as much of a varied diet as possible, sometimes in little puzzle boxes. And Sarah was explaining to me just how important it is to make sure that these guys are checked regularly by a vet, because their bodies are so little that if they get sick, it's very hard to get them better. Yeah. Hey, dude. And then over here, we got sloths. So maybe before we leave, I might be able to head scratch a sloth. Maybe. We can see them right in here. Okay. Awesome. I'm so excited to get going with this, guys. It's going to be great. Let's go check out the Amazon room. All right, guys. So we're actually in the Living Treasures Amazon room right now. So this is a room in progress, okay? Tom and the wonderful staff here have been working really hard getting this room to their vision and their goal, and that's what we're going to do here at Biodude to help them achieve their goal. So I want to show you guys part of the overview that we're doing. Now, we are going to be coming back next year, first quarter, to redo the rest of the exhibit, so there'll be an update. So first, we have this beautiful enclosure here. This is going to be for a green tree python. So the green tree python isn't coming in until a couple weeks, but we're going to get the tank set up, get the bugs established, get the springtails established, get the mycorrhizae and the bacteria going. All of the lights are being powered by Arcadia's LEDs, which, as you can see right here, they're using the 51-watt LED bar, which it's Arcadia, so it is a great product. You can get these from reptilebasics.com, and I don't sell these because I have my clone grows, but they're a great option. So in here we have a beautiful enclosure that I'm going to really make great for a green tree python, and then over here we have two built-in enclosures. These are 36-18-36s. In here is going to be some dart frogs. Adult dart frogs, I believe they said they are some Terribilis. And then over here, they're getting some Tinctorius azureus with some mourning geckos. So obviously, I'm going to be building these with drainage layers and all that good stuff. We are going to be getting a specialty type of lid specifically for these tops, so that way they hold the humidity that they need. And again, I'll be going over all that stuff. And then over here, we have the same size enclosure that we had for the green tree python, except this is for a Phelsuma grandis, which is the giant day gecko. So you can see we put in PVC backing with aquarium safe silicone. So it looks ugly, but they're not ever going to see it. But since these tanks are built for the consumers to see, that's when we're going to have, that's where I come in. And then over here, which is the Grand Slam, we have two. This one right here is a 36-18-36, like the dart frogs, and a beautiful group of Amazon milk frogs is going in here. So we're going to be escaping for some Amazon milks. And then, so these guys have been here for a bit. As you can see, it's a super rudimentary setup, and we're changing that. This is two Chinese water dragons that they have rehabilitated and getting better. So this is a custom glass enclosure that we have right here. And let me tell you, we drilled a hole right down there, and we put the PVC backing in. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be having a canister filter that's pump driven, that's going to be going into this big basin right here. So that way we have a consistent large water area for these Chinese water dragons. And look how big this enclosure is. Pretty awesome. So I can't wait to do this. This is the final one of the day. And just to put it into perspective, there are two Arcadia LEDs up top, and it's lighting this entire enclosure. Just gives you the power of LEDs.